My AFP test came back negative. He did not have Down syndrome, according to the test. It's a lot more common that you would get a false positive than a false negative, but in our case, it was a false negative. It hasn't snowed since December, and we got like 10 inches of snow, and it hasn't snowed since then. And it is now April 2nd, and it's snowing like crazy. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's, yeah, you can kind of see. Thankfully, all of the plants that Jason got, we didn't actually plant them yet. We just sat them on top, like right there. And we were gonna put them in, or Jason was gonna plant them, but we had to, we put them in the garage last night. Hello, hello. We put them in the garage last night because it said it was a frost warning, but apparently it was also a blizzard warning. I don't know, this is crazy though. I can't believe that. Look at this. We were doing, I say we like I was contributing. Jason was doing yard work this weekend, planting flowers, and we've got snow. Look at this, it's crazy. I forgot in all the excitement, I should probably see what the baby thinks about it. Because he's a little bit older now, by like 3 or 4 months. What is that, Nolan? Oh. What is that? What is it? Look up. It's in his hair. Oh, it's okay, Sonny. What is that? What is it? You got one on your eyebrow. You got one on your eyebrow. What is that? You don't like it? Oh no! Nolan, you stink, buddy. Ugh. He's trying to crawl up on everything. Look at this. Look at him. Come on, let's go change your pants. The camera's moving right now because the baby is trying to stand up on the chair. Silly boy. There it is again. I haven't been vlogging a lot lately. I've been... It's getting closer. He's licking it. I don't know why he's doing this. Stop. Hey. It's gonna be on top of you if you pull it anymore. Shouldn't get any closer. The leg's on the mat, so it can't get any closer. But I haven't been, now I wanna move it back further. I have not been vlogging as much the past couple of weeks. I think I said this in our last vlog. We've had a lot of stuff going on. So we have been, you're a turkey. I've been doing a lot of editing though. So I've caught up on some videos. I've just uploaded about 5 or 6. So I think I have everything through, I don't know, towards the end of April posted. So it will be a while before you see this video. But there's some exciting things happening this month with Bennett especially. He's got a very busy month. So I haven't actually, other than his Down syndrome special that we did on World Down Syndrome Day, I haven't really come out and said Bennett has Down syndrome. But in case you haven't noticed, Bennett does have Down syndrome. If you're interested about what that is, I can go into more detail in another video. Just a little bit of a background. I was 18 when I got pregnant, and I was 19 when I had him. And at that time, anybody that's got, I wouldn't even know this if I hadn't have just had another baby, but the tests have gotten so much more advanced now. They have a quad screening, and I did have that with Nolan. But when I had Bennett, or when I was pregnant with Bennett, they did an AFP test. And that basically tests to see if you're at risk for having a child with Down syndrome. And I think that it takes into account your age, and so maybe that was what really threw the test off. I don't know, but I was only 18 at the time, and it's almost unheard of. Or then, that was 10 years ago. That was you know, pre-Facebook, or not pre-Facebook, but Facebook was just starting off. You didn't have these big support groups. You didn't have YouTube to go to for answers, because I mean, I don't know about you, but I go to YouTube for answers. Nolan had, I need to do another video about this too. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But Nolan had an umbilical hernia, or what could have progressed into one, or it was one, but it wasn't that bad. Be careful, buddy. I went to YouTube because I didn't want to read about it. I didn't want to see pictures. I wanted to see a doctor or a parent with experience say, this is what it looks like. Well, he had it. It was terrible. It was disgusting looking. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty bad. So as soon as I find the pictures, or find a picture, because I wasn't vlogging then, I will try to show you so you can see. But from the little bit of information that I did find on YouTube and from his doctor, because, you know, we want answers right then. We don't want to wait 2 days for an appointment, even though that seems like that's super fast. We want an answer right away, so you go to YouTube. Well, what I found was basically wait it out and it should go away. Well, guess what? I waited it out and it went away. But anyway, this video is not about that. It's about Bennett. So I think I'll just slide back a little bit. There we go. What I was gonna say was, I don't know. So anyway, we have all these resources now, but I'll be happy to talk about it. I am, or I was at the time, one of the youngest people that I knew that had a child with Down syndrome, and it was heartbreaking. I mean, that's the only way to put it. It was heartbreaking, and it's still sad. Hey, buddy, you're making this really difficult. This isn't about you. Sorry. This is not about you. This is about Bennett. Here, sit down. Are you trying to eat? Okay, we're gonna slide this back up again. It was heartbreaking, but we've met so many people through all the experiences that we've been through. Bennett was born early. My water broke early. We don't know if that had something to do with him having Down syndrome or not. Apparently you don't automatically go into labor when your water breaks, and in my case I was pregnant for almost 6 weeks without going into labor, and so at 34 weeks they finally induced me, and at that point we did not know. Oh, I guess I should point that out. My AFP test came back negative. He did not have Down syndrome, according to the test. It's a lot more common that you would get a false positive than a false negative, but in our case it was a false negative. And so at 34 weeks we delivered at a hospital that had a NICU to take care of Bennett, but we did not know at that time that he had Down syndrome. We didn't find out until the day after he was born that he did in fact have Down syndrome. And so we ended up being there because he had feeding difficulties like most children with Down syndrome do. We were there. We ended up coming home on his original due date, which was August 28th. And he had multiple complications. He had something called, and I'm not sure, it's not an issue now, so I'm not sure if I'm saying this completely correct, but it's called tetralogy of Fallot, and it's not spelled the way that it looks. But it's called tetralogy of Fallot, and basically it is 4 different heart defects in one. He has had heart surgery since then, and it's been fixed. He had surgery at 3 months old, and he also had a G-tube because he could not eat by mouth without aspirating, and so that was one thing that held us up at the hospital, was that he couldn't eat without aspirating. So we ended up coming home for a few days and feeding him with a bottle, and I did pump breast milk most of that time, but he came home and we had to go back because he immediately got sick, and I just knew something wasn't right. He was aspirating, and so they placed a G-tube after that shortly. They placed a G-tube shortly after that, and he had that for a year or two, and we didn't utilize it that whole time, but one of the last times that it came out, I just didn't put it back in. and I kind of wanted him to need to eat, if that makes any sense. It's all a little bit fuzzy now. It's been 10 years. He's come a long, long way. But while there are a lot of negative things that are associated with Down syndrome, or not negative things, but you know, it has its downfalls. It also has its perks. And so I'm so thankful for Special Olympics. I think that it's a great thing that he gets to participate in every year. This year, he's the king of Special Olympics for his school. And so we're going to Special Olympics on Friday. He may possibly be the king of the county. We'll have to wait and see. So hopefully you guys will get to go with us. I'm gonna try to get some footage. I may not get a lot, but hopefully we'll get a little bit. I don't know if you've seen me use some sign language with Nolan. That was sign language that I learned when Bennett was small, and that was because he had trouble communicating, and he still does have trouble communicating. We didn't get advanced with the sign language at all. We just used baby signing time, and at that time you couldn't get the videos on YouTube, but now you can, so I highly suggest them. It is great. They said, you know, that Bennett wouldn't be able to talk for so long, but at about 6 months old, he was using our sign that we use for I love you when we were, you know, when I would drop him off at daycare. I love you, or love is what we would say. But my son with Down syndrome, who's 6 months old, said love. So, you know, you can make up your own signs even. It doesn't matter. But back to Bennett. Where I was going with all this was next week on April 11th, we are going to be participating. Well, I'm not, obviously, but yeah, Mama's not gonna be running across the football field. Bennett's gonna get to participate in Victory Day, and that is gonna be at Wake Forest University, and they're gonna have children with Down syndrome. They're in different age groups, but Bennett's age group, they get a jersey and they get to actually practice with the Wake Forest football team, and I just think that's absolutely wonderful. Bennett is gonna be so excited. I've tried to tell him and explain it to him a little bit, and I don't think he totally understands, but he knows football. He loves football. Or one of his favorite things to do is to let the mascots play on one of his Xbox games, let the mascots play against each other. So we've had Wake Forest on Wake Forest mascot for the past couple of days, getting him ready and pumped for his participation in the game. So I'm super excited about that, and so we will definitely get some footage from that, and he should get a jersey and stuff. So I'm just really excited. I'm glad I kind of stumbled upon that, and I'm very glad that I did, because Bennett is gonna be so excited. I know this is gonna be something that he talks about. Every time we go to a hockey game, it's across the street from the football stadium, and so he's always pointing to it, and he's like, look, Mama, football, football. So very excited, and I know he will be too. So anyway, that's just some things that are coming up. We do have a lot of stuff coming up, not just with Bennett, but other stuff, and so I may be doing a little bit more one-on-ones with the camera instead of just like day in the life of vlogging, just to mix things up a little bit. These are easier to do, and also I get to say stuff that I normally want to say, but I can't really say it because there's 10,000 other things going on, and right now there's only one huge thing going on, and that's this little guy trying to get in my shirt. So anyway, I can't wait to share that with you guys. This is gonna be a very short vlog, but I do hope you enjoy it, and we're gonna go get Bennett from school now. I think this is pretty much it. We may vlog a little bit more, I don't know. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. You can do that easily by clicking on this M right here in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, and just hover over it. It'll say subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. We need 100 subscribers so that we can lock in our channel name, and I'm very excited about that because I think that we're actually gonna make it. Right now we have 68 subscribers, so we need those other subscribers, so please click the subscribe button. Also, we post videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays right now, and we may do some more if I'm doing a little bit more of the you know, actually talking to the camera, one-on-one stuff with the camera. I may do them a little bit more frequently, or just do some specials. I plan on doing some specials here and there. And like with Bennett, when we did the World Down Syndrome Day video, that was on I think I posted that one on a Wednesday. So there will be some other ones. So make sure that you are subscribed so that you get notified when we post videos, because we definitely are gonna do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Bless you. But we also may be posting other days as well. Make sure you subscribe, leave comments, click like as much as you can, share videos, anything helps, and we appreciate you watching. I hope you guys have a great day.